up with it?
Wow. What's up?
I,
What's up?
I promise you, I done found so many different bruises and scrapes from the weekend.
What kind of stunts you was doing?
I was really not doing nothing. Was swimming.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
I was
uh,
swimming. It's not stunts. First of all,
I mean, how many drinks did you have? How many shots?
we're not even gonna go there because it's bottles involved.
And see,
Plural.
that's what I'm saying. See, when you got bottles involved and liquor,
I
and
know what I'm talking about.
sometimes, I'm just saying, but you got bruises now.
I bruise easily.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
I do. Sadly. Sadly.
Yeah, well, hey, but that's one of the downsides to being a little fair skinned. Everything simply shows up on you, right?
Yeah,
Little bruise here, a little suntan, little too much time in the sun.
little sunburnt, because that's what happens to me. I get burnt.
Who
Yeah.
who was you fighting?
Tahisha. We was play
Oh
fighting.
my.
See,
Everybody was fighting.
that's
Wow.
what I'm talking about. Like yeah. See, I knew you was accidentally putting hands on somebody.
Yeah. Lightweight. Just
Man.
lightweight.
Just
All
like
right.
pimp
So
slap.
It was
so
a friend tap.
okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
depends on what a friend tap was. Was it to the jaw? Was it to the head?
Depends on what you call a friend.
Oh, okay, yeah. That
And
matters.
that's interesting because that's actually what we're gonna be talking about tonight is real friends, and I think the there's a thin line between who's your real friend and who's just people that you know.
Mhm.
See, I think we get it confused when we start talking about friends and then we call everybody our friend. And with Facebook and social media and stuff like that, Facebook friends. So people confuse it and think that a lot of these people they friends and they not.
Y'all
They
really
just
think Facebook folks is y'all friend?
They think
they
social
do.
media in general, a lot of people
Man.
think social media defines the level of like, what is it, fame or, cloud
Yeah,
or, whoever. And then at the end of the day, you got two friends you can go to if you about to get kicked out tomorrow.
facts.
I'm gonna tell you
Right.
this though. The crazy thing is there are some people on social media who will help you before your own friends will.
Now that is true too. That
That
will
is
help you before your own friends and family.
Yeah. Yeah. So this it's the crazy world we live in now of, this social media era. It has everything, the conventional wisdom and logic that we grew up with and that we were, talked about growing up and we were taught. It's it's kind of sketchy at points because the things that we're supposed to use as our guidelines, sometimes those guidelines go squiggly.
That's true.
And yeah, and it's not the way we were taught it should be. But
And that's why my thing says my daddy was right about friends. Because when I was younger, everybody was my friend. My friend, my friend, my friend. And he used to be like, them ain't your friends. Watch when you get older. And I would be like,
all
Daddy,
kids think
right?
that, though,
You
right?
don't know what you talking about, Dad. Like, whatever, crazy man, whatever. Like, these my friends. Like, these my people. But I don't
Right.
talk to 80% of them, maybe 90 to this day. And that is that. And either they didn't slide in some way or we just don't even think or act the same or none of that. So all
Right.
these people that I was ready to go to bat for with my daddy, like
Didn't go to bat for you.
they're not that. They was acquaintances at the long run. We went to the same school. We lived on the same block.
yeah. Y'all had things in
People
common.
raised different, man. People get
Mhm.
raised different, and some people raised, you know what I'm saying, like be loyal, be cool, be straight, and some people are raised f them people.
That too.
Well,
But you got to be raised both ways.
I
You got
think people I
For
think people's
balance, yeah.
but I think people's friends are just simply based on what you have in common. Like
yeah.
when
Not always
things
though.
you
Because
if you
sometimes
got
you run into that person that you don't have much in common with, but they just cool folks. They
something
may be a
something
little wild, but
something
they cool
binds
to
you.
the core.
But it's
Something has to bind you.
something.
There's some commonality somewhere. that brought you all into the same space, into the same area or something, somewhere, somehow. It has to be a common tie. That's like the basis of any friendship. Like you have some type of commonality. That's the basis. But then
or you could be trying to live through that other person. Like if you was the cool, chill, and then you got that wild like friend who is like your alter ego, so to speak. That happens sometimes, right?
That won't draw me to be your friend. There's many people in the world that ain't like you.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen it before though, and they think thick as thieves, like they tight.
I still think it's something else there though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, especially with other people, there's things that tie them together that you may not see, that you just see on the exterior, certain things, but there are other things behind the scenes that your mind would be blown, now if you talk to some of those people now, like when we were kids and stuff, and you see people that were tight and you were like, man, why they even friends? Because they complete polar opposites. But behind the scenes, like some people bond because of the issues they have at home that you'll never know that they had. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's a weird thing, I think, because we as human beings, we try to figure out why people are friends, and that's I think cardinal rule number 1 probably is we should not try to figure out like why other people are friends with certain people. Right. Each connection is its own entity. But let's start at the beginning. Right? Okay, so we got to figure out what exactly do people define as a friend? Not a real friend, just even a friend. That's where I think the basis of it
gotta start from there.
The foundation of a friendship.
What even is a friend? And I know everybody's going to have different levels and different views of what they feel is a friend. But a friend is defined by Webster's Dictionary as a person who one knows or who one has a bond of mutual affection. There is something that you all have between you two that you have a love for or an affection for or some type of similarity, a tie that bonds you, right? So that's what a friend is. On its simplest terms, that's what a friend is, right?
And that makes sense.
So technically, Facebook is right. If you are a Facebook friend,
you are a friend.
You are a friend.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, a friend must show himself friendly. So somebody in between there has to show you some kind of, like.
So that's all they gotta do is be friendly to you.
I mean, I ain't got a lot of friends. Just to be honest, right off the top.
You need to talk to my daddy.
I mean,
the stud wanted to be his friend.
She wanted to be more than friends.
So clearly, all they got to do is be a little friendly a couple of days in a row, and they in.
No. What I mean, we're talking about friends. We're talking about a consistency, like because people change over time. People's likes, dislikes, bonds, whatever. Like to me, I've never called a lot of people friends because there was always an inconsistency there. Like you ever run into that person that was cool as a fan, but they just couldn't stop lying. Like they was cool with you, they were straight, but they just lying was just them. Like, and you couldn't really rock with them. Like they could be super cool, but they just, it's like, man, I'm gonna get myself caught up fooling with you. But they was cool though. And they could be your friend, but they just, so you draw the line. And so that's kind of how it was for me. So I never really had a lot of them. So
I think we'll address that. And yeah. I have a list of characteristics that they say real friends should display. And that's a good point that Benji brought up. Trish Michelle, go right here. I'm sorry.
I was going to say it just kind of, solidifies what you're saying. Saying values, morals, things like that will also make you either draw to a person or draw back. Right. So commonalities between one another, the same thing.
Right.
Circling right back to Mr. Webster.
Yeah.
Shout out to Webster.
Yeah.
Is Webster or Mr.?
Shout out to Webster, the show, too. I should like that show.
Oh.
It's the
I mean,
short
the
people.
little what was his name? Emmanuel Lewis.
Yeah, that's
When
why
he like Benjamin Button style, he was like 50, but he looked like he was 3.
we used to call Benji Emmanuel Lewis too.
Yeah, I remember because I was shocked. I was very shocked. Yes.
That was.
I
Wow.
mean, listen, don't be on here because you still shorter than me, okay? It's okay.
That's okay
It's all
for me.
right. No, it's
Oh
not.
man.
It's not okay.
See,
It's
this
still
is friendly banter. This is
See,
friendly back
friendly
and forth.
banter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so much so, this is the crazy part. This is so much so, the friendly banter we had. Like, people thought we actually knew each other for a long time.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
And I'm like, I've
yeah.
only met her once. Like,
Mhm.
that's see, but you see how people's vision is skewed. Like, people will think a thing or whatever. So that's why I'd be like, man, I ain't got time
I
to
mean,
listen to y'all.
people gonna do what they mind gonna do. Whatever.
I mean, yeah, it's all right. It's all
Yeah.
right.
All right. So with the friend piece, like I said, Facebook is right. You know what I'm saying? Facebook friend. If we're a friend because we're Facebook friends, we have something in common. We have a commonality of
Me and
social
Benji
media.
became friends through Facebook.
What?
Very true. Very true.
What?
I met her.
Wait a minute.
It was on
I'm
Facebook.
like, wait a minute. This
Wait a
proves Facebook.
What?
Wait.
Oh, shout out Facebook. But
Like,
see,
wait,
hold on.
Me and Benji really became friends through Facebook.
Yes.
See?
Very true.
See what I'm
Very
saying?
true.
See, so we can't look at a discount the connections and the networking piece of, what I'm saying, like social media, because it has put us in touch with some of the very people that we're close to now. I mean,
Right.
we have to keep in mind that social media for a lot of us, like I've been on Facebook since 2007. So it's a lot of relationships that I built with people. And like sometimes people will actually look on my page or see my comments and say, I saw a celebrity in your comments. Is that really them? Yeah. Because we met so long ago that those people, even though they're celebrities, they have watched my kids grow up. They have watched me go through different changes. I have watched them go through different changes. And yeah, I know how to keep it cool. I don't be all bombarding them and all in their stuff because they celebrities, but it's just one of those things where, can I call them my real life friend in real life? Probably not. But if I see them and talk to them in person, it's cordial, right? Because we have built a bond through social media. So technically, by Webster's dictionary standard, that's a friend.
But
categories now: social media friend, real life friend.
It's levels. Yeah, it's definitely levels.
Right. But you do have to meet some dope people, though. So I mean, everybody can't have the same dynamic because some of y'all ain't worth being friends with.
That's a good thing. I'm glad you slipped through your friends.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Yeah, some of y'all, yeah, man. I mean, this is man. Listen, there's just one person. I promise you, this broad crazy, and I don't know her.
She's still on your friend list. That's your friend.
The sad reality. See what Facebook is doing?
Now you're gonna blame Facebook for your toxic behavior, for you holding on to the toxicity. You gonna blame Facebook for that.
But should I go through my list and start?
You have to purge.
You have to, because
you have to purge.
You said, people change. The things that they do change. And I promise you, some of the stuff they post change too. And you gotta go if you start posting some weird stuff. You gotta go.
But if they a potential wine buying customer, how much should I really care about what people say? On Facebook, on social media?
Well, but here's the thing. There's a beautiful thing that they got called unfollow. That you don't have to unfriend the person, but you unfollow them so you don't see their content, but they see yours.
I agree, and I just found that out today, y'all. I promise you. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm on social media, but I just found this out today. No, I ain't gonna say that because somebody tagged me in something today, and I don't know if I took my tag off my wall off, and somebody tagged me in something, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" So I had to untag. So when I clicked the little thing,
the tag off your wall off. What does that sentence mean?
You know you can like.
You mean
People
like
can tag you.
if somebody
untag
tag
yourself
you
from the post? Is that what you mean?
yeah, but
Okay.
you can also they have to check with you for they have to check with you
Oh,
first
you mean
before it
approve or
goes on your
deny?
wall.
Approve or
Right,
deny. Okay.
right,
Okay.
right.
I'm
So
there
you know
with
what I'm
you.
saying? Some came and I was like, what the heck is this? Like it was on my wall. So I had to boom, I had to unfollow, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a little, you know what I'm saying, a little skepticism there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to review stuff people
You
post on
have
your wall, especially if you're a person who has a large following, or a lot of friends.
yeah.
People will definitely try to utilize your relationship with them to what I'm saying, get out there in front of other people. And I mean, it's admirable, but yeah, you should definitely have your stuff on approve review,
Yeah.
so when people tag you before it goes to your timeline or your page, that you
facts
gotta okay it before, because I had to definitely do that, because there's people that try to tag me and stuff all the time that I would not want my
on my right.
timeline to know
Telling you.
that's associated with me, because I'm not associated with it. I just know them. So
But
And
those are your Facebook friends.
that's when they gotta go.
yeah, true. You know what? And I allow people to be who they are, right? I
Right,
know a
right.
lot of people, and some of the stuff that they might be involved with are things that I wouldn't be involved with in real life, but I'm not going to be
Right,
judgmental of them. I mean, I got family members like that, but I still love them.
right.
So, just because they post something on social media, it's a lot of people that see the stuff I post and probably disassociate themselves with me. So,
You're right about it. You're right
I
about it.
mean, to each his own. I if they like it, I love it. But it doesn't change the fact that what I'm saying, that person is somebody who I have a connection with. But we got a lot of comments rolling in. Let me post this
Let's
one
see
comment,
what people talking about.
Yeah, let's see
because
what's up.
this is one thing that I've been told my whole life. Shell Raynar said, I was taught that even most friends will only last so many seasons. I was always taught people come into your life for a season or for a reason.
Seasons and
One
reasons. That's
seasons or reasons, right? So there are a few friends that stay the long haul,
mm-hmm.
but we got to go into it with the expectation that this person might hang around, they might not.
Yeah.
That's very
So
true. That's a sad reality for we make people very expendable in today's time. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
I wouldn't call
sometimes
it I
people
wouldn't
push
call it
them.
terrible. I wouldn't call it that. I mean, it's
Call
just
it what?
being real.
yeah,
Like you said, people grow, people change, people
Right.
move, people, whatever the case. So you need to understand that it's a season and a reason. And
yeah.
it may be a long haul season or it might be a little one.
Because
Very true.
I'm gonna share this with you, man. It's been we talk about well, first of all, let's talk about this before I go into that story. What is your definition of real friend, Trish Michelle? When we say real friend, what do you think is a real friend in your eyes?
Mm.
Dang. You should be able to pull on because I know you got a
For me,
few that are solid.
for me, it is understanding and caring about exactly what my love language is too, knowing that and knowing how to properly be my friend and having a safe space when it is something that I may need to say to you, maybe about you that you were doing as well. You need to be able to communicate. At the same time, these things that you guys share should be that's it. It goes nowhere else, Like,
Yeah.
so this group over here should have known my business and all these other things. But at the same time, with me and my real friend that I would say, if I got it, you got it. If I can't, I mean, if you can't and I can, then I will, and vice versa. And that's just how we move. Your kids are my kids, your mom's my mom. Like it runs pretty deep. To damn near to where you're not a friend, basically you my family.
Yeah.
That's where we get to. So that's what it is for me.
Right.
Okay. Benji?
I'm gonna admit this. I struggle with the whole friend thing
Mm-hmm.
because most of the people coming from where I come from, it's difficult to label people, as your friend. I still got partners, back from my Texas days that are cool, but I don't necessarily hang out with them every day, all the time. So I don't really know them like that because my life was always here. It was always go, 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 go. So you're always meeting new people. And if that person was, you know what I'm saying, chill, cool, relax, like you're relaxed, chill, like some stuff just like irks my nerves. Like if you're too loud, female or dude or whatever, like if you're just too loud, like, so I struggle with that. So because I typically try just to be me and in that space, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, they don't like that you chill or relaxed or whatever and stuff like that. So I just never kind of really, I just admit I struggle with that, like friends, because I've had more people do dirty stuff that say that they were friends or family than anything else. So I become very like selective, but I could say, in all honesty, if I was to label it to my lady or to my brother, then I could say somebody kind of like Patricia said that just got your back. Like
Yeah.
they solid with you. Like they ain't afraid to tell you the truth. They ain't afraid to tell you about yourself, vice versa. Like y'all can get into it, say whatever, and y'all still cool in the end or whatever. And so I would say from that perspective, yeah. But I'm gonna be honest. I struggle with labeling a person as a friend, so to speak. I really do.
And I think
I
that's
hear you.
huge. That's
Yeah.
huge that you even admitted that, because that's the issue with a lot of people in their adulthood because
Right,
of things that happened to them when they were, growing up in their childhood and in their early adulthood is
right,
affecting how they who their friends are now and how they choose them
right,
because of those things. And it's a weird deal. We had a show about this before, and we probably would talk about it again. But a lot of people are bonded by trauma, like the
exactly.
trauma that they've experienced together.
Mhm.
So that's another thing that ties people together. But I agree with a lot of things that you all said, because I want to have that consistency. I want to have somebody that's gonna check me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I got
Right,
to be able to accept that, and they got to be able to accept it too.
Vice versa. Yeah.
And I think that's been one of my issues, that in my earlier adulthood, me and some of my closest friends went
hmm,
opposite directions because of that,
right,
because
right,
of they couldn't deal with the fact that I felt like I could come to them and be honest. I felt like I could go to them and say, hey man, you don't come across well to me. You know what I'm saying? What's
right,
Mhm.
going on with you? And they took
right,
offense to it. So, we talking about somebody who I was really tight with, and now I haven't spoken to them in 20 years.
right,
That's what happened to my group of closest friends in the past few months.
right.
So, when people see me from high school and they like, hey, where your boys at? Like, it's a couple of them that, I haven't spoke to in 20 years, 10 years plus, you know what I'm saying, a decade or more, simply
Right.
because we were in different seasons of our lives, and that ability to be transparent and honest with them went to the
Kind of
wayside.
went to the wayside. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, when you cannot be completely honest with a person, and when you cannot be completely and authentically yourself, you and that person, that friendship is in jeopardy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that when you call that person or you bond over those mutualities or whatever, it's funny how in that process, as you go along, those mutual things can actually become actual issues amongst yourself. Because if you hold yourself to a particular standard and how we met, and then that person changes over time, and now maybe they're more of an just calling the word out, maybe they're more of a sucker than they were before. You get what I'm saying? Then you can have some issues there. So I mean, I struggle with it, man, because yeah, I don't let everybody in my world like that. So
Benji don't have no friends because he called all of them names.
Look,
Suckers,
I'm not
I
broads.
right.
mean, I mean,
I'm not mad at it though, because I understand. Like I get it.
I'm
Because
just messing with it.
no,
mine,
it's factual. It's very true though.
you got some friends somewhere though. You ain't
No,
just
no,
no.
no. I ain't saying I'm just out there bad, but just put it like this:
You
like
don't need a lot,
there's not a whole bunch of people that I be hitting up,
but you don't need that anyway. It's quality over quantity always.
That's
Facts.
true. That's
Facts.
So
And
you know,
and people know, just for the record, Benji's a good dude. I've been hanging around Benji since I think we were like 8-10 years old, somewhere around there. So we talking about 30 years plus. So, you know, good dude. But the thing about me, Benji, anybody is we have our quirks.
Yeah.
And the people around us know those quirks, and they have to be willing to accept that, right? Because I joke a lot, and I roast people, and I do that. I do weird stuff like that, and it could be it's as random as you all see that I am on social media. I'm worse in real life. I'm random, right? I might just say
What's saying
anything.
you worse in real life?
I may just say anything, right? It's not to hurt anybody's feelings. That's just me. Like I just like to laugh. So it's some people that can't deal with that because they feel like it may be, you know what I'm saying, derogatory, or, you know, I'm just a mean person. I've been accused of being mean before. But I mean, that's just who I am. So if you understand who I am to the core of me, and you understand I like to laugh, then we're going to get along really well. But
now Ken, I got a lot of people that want to be my friend. Now there's no shortage. Oh man.
But see, the thing is, people want to be all of our friends for what they see on the exterior, for what they see us do on social media, for what they see us do out in the world, but they don't know who we are.
I could be a whole asshole.
Yeah, facts.
You are.
I am.
What you mean? What you mean?
I was just gonna get to like how Ken was talking about how he's extra, a little bit more vulgar, jokey in person. I'm an asshole.
Yes, I am. The difference is I am too. Okay, I am too, because I've had to put on I've had to put that on because people, you know, they see me and they assume one thing, and then they meet me and it's like, oh, you're not like that at all. And that's like a shock to them. And it's like, I'm very stern. I'm very, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm stern. I have my standards. I have my, like, we don't cuss kids out over here, or we don't do this, or we don't do that. And when you come from where I come from, that's like the norm. You get what I'm saying? Like, we do that. We talk to our kids like this. We do this. And say, man, like, that's your wife. You don't talk to her like that. You know what I'm saying? And my closest partner, who used to be my closest partner, known him for 20 plus years. I had a beef with his lady. Like, bro, like, she talked to you like that out in public, and I was single. Yeah. So I'm like, hold on. Like, and that's my wife. That's it. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I'm good. Y'all can have it. Like, I'm good. I'm straight. I ain't finna come between nothing or whatever. And we haven't talked in forever. All based off of that. And so, I mean, it happens, you know.
Yeah, people get defensive when you start talking about significant other and kids. Like, they could be your friend, but the minute you have an opinion on something their child did, that gets the trouble. The waters get murky. The waters get very murky.
Also, how deep that runs too, because my friends are real close. Like I said, they're almost like family. Tell me about my kids. Like, discipline them if you need to. Get in their little behind real quick. Tell them, correct them when they like. So those are the only people that I will even want to really call actual friends too, because I need to know you good all the way around.
Right. Yeah. Now, you would expect that from somebody who you have in your close circle. If it's, you know, family, you know, whatever. But if that's your partner, or if that's your homegirl or whatever, and y'all cool like that, and you see they doing something wild, like yo, like, you don't check that? Like, or you let your kid talk to you? Man, I've seen kids talk to their parents like they crazy. And I'm like, hold on, wait. Like, you allow that? Like, that's how y'all roll? I'm like, man, listen, man. I ain't gonna work in that situation because I'm vocal about disrespect. So if that's a commonality or a common thing for you, then it's going to be a problem for me to be in your space quite often because I don't allow it. So how can I call you a friend and like not be able to say what I need to say? Like it just so I've always been select. So that it's an issue for me. So
Yeah,
I
because in those
think people
situations,
misconstrue that and misuse that too. In a friends group, they'll say we should be able to say what we want to say to you and vice versa, but then they like can't say what happened to him. They continue to get that off, but then when you finally do,
right,
it's a fence, it's walls, it's distance, it's all these things, which at the end of the day, a real circle or a friendship or bond should come together, talk about it, and care about how you felt too now. Regardless of what I'm saying you make me feel like, we should be able to talk back and forth about it and get to the bottom of it as real friends and carry on.
right. I'd
But
agree.
if it fall off,
Well, when it's not mutual,
seasons
that's
and reasons.
when we got issues. Because
Seasons
I
and
can say
reasons.
something to you, you can say something to me, but then you get in your feelings when I, you know what I'm saying, spew my little in a respectful manner. Because it's very rare that I'm disrespectful. I get disrespectful when you constantly step on my toes.
mm,
And when you start doing that, then I'm a patient person. But once you start stepping on my toes regularly, and I say something, then you get in your feelings, like, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. So yeah, I'm all right. I'm cool on this. I'm straight.
all right, let me
My
throw
question
one
to
of these.
y'all is, real quick, if y'all have a friend that's real private
Mm-hmm.
and you know this about this person, so you sometimes they tell you things, sometimes they really don't. Would you continuously to try to force this person to tell them that they're not really a friend if they're not sharing their everything with you?
No, because they're private.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
private. So I have to understand my boundary in your life.
yep.
So if you're a private person, like, you know, but we have to be careful too though, because what we're talking about, what some people consider private and what others don't consider private. So, but that's part of the
But
conversation.
that's also not up to the other person to figure out what I consider private.
Facts.
Very true.
So if
But as a
I haven't
friend,
said nothing,
but
it's
as a
considered
friend, I need to
private.
know that line though.
Yeah.
So,
So
so for example,
if it's established, then
right, right, right.
Well, I feel like, in a friendship, you should pose questions and allow them to tell you what they want to tell you, right? And
Right.
I think, over time, and through certain circumstances and situations, that their willingness to open up more will increase or decrease
Right.
based on, what I'm saying, their interactions with you and the amount of information that they give you. Because you'll find this out. A lot of people have love for you or love you, but they won't talk to you about certain things because they feel judged based on your responses.
based
Right.
off of the past,
Yeah,
you
based on your
know.
responses, because we have a tendency to listen to people and then respond. And hey, well, if it was me, this is what I would do. Sometimes it ain't about that. Sometimes you just need to listen to that person's situation and say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna pray about you. I'm gonna pray
Give it
about that.
Right.
comfort
and
or
and if you
whatever.
yeah, and if you need anything from me, if you need any advice or anything from me, hey, come holler at me. You'll let me know that, because every time somebody tells you something, they're not seeking information from you. Sometimes they just looking for somebody to listen to them.
Right.
And we have a tendency just to automatically just tell them what this is what I would do. Sometimes they don't want to hear what you would do. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's that just
This
it just
in most
is.
cases they know what you would do, but they
Uh,
they confide in you enough because they know you could be a sound person, but sometimes you're the person that they can confide in, and they honestly people set their expectations on you based off sometimes with the questions that they ask you or the information that they give you. Then
But
they know that they can trust you if you give them something solid for the most part.
yeah,
If you're skittish about people, because
yes and
if you're
no.
like me, you don't always trust people off top. So you give them feelings just to see what can happen.
But so my thing is, some stuff is what's the point? Why am I telling you this? So say, just as example, my lights got cut off yesterday. and I
Girl,
got
what
them
your
cut
lights
off.
getting cut off for?
No, they're fine. First of
No.
all, but just say that that's the example, and like I didn't say nothing, but all of a sudden, like through the grapevine, somehow they finding out they all got an attitude. Like, oh, you didn't tell us. How come you didn't tell us? Why?
You think you want to go run me no money?
I just don't see why.
That's the private part, right? Like being private comes with that. And
I don't see
think
how that
some people,
adds or takes away from the friendship in any way by me handling my own problems.
well, some people are rescuers.
Yeah, they helpers.
Like
But I
that's
ain't
them. Yeah, but if they're in your circle as a friend, so to speak, you got to understand that that's who they are. They're the rescuers. So some people feel offended that you don't ask them. Me, I get this a lot because I'm very self-sufficient.
right.
So why didn't you say anything? Like I get like my director at work, like this crazy story, right? At this job, dope job, whatever, right? And the immediate supervisor quits. Like I get no training, no nothing whatsoever. So I got to figure this whole computer system out. He just figured you in cybersecurity school, you'll figure it out, whatever. Bro, he dipped. So like I'm stuck, like figuring this whole system out with no training, right?
To the wolves.
Threw me to the wolves. The director calls me like, you need anything? You need anything? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because I'm busy in figure it out mode. Meanwhile, he's trying to reach out and ask if I need any help. And I'm constantly saying no, because I'm like the self-sufficient type of dude. So, and he's like trying to come to the rescue. Eventually I figured it all out on my own, and that's kind of gives me great satisfaction. But I can understand where he was coming from, because then as I'm figuring it out, there's a couple mistakes I made in that process. And I still wouldn't ask. I was like, yo, like eventually, like we need some type of training in this joint. But by this time, I done figured the whole system out. And it's like, oh shoot, like I didn't know that. And of course you didn't. You didn't know the whole system, but that's part of me. So I can understand where someone trying to come to your rescue, how that can make them feel.
So the thing there is, see how you are understanding them, but are they understanding you?
That's where the issue comes in at. Because that's the issue right there though. Because remember, if this was a friend,
this is a love language. These are different things. These are boundaries. These are things that you're supposed to, just like a relationship, you treat these real friendships that matter the same way. So you should not only should I know that you're a helper, or maybe you just want to know, because it just sounds like he knows it to me sometimes, but whatever, that's my job to know this. And so I know this about you, but what do you know about me and respect about me?
Right.
It's a mutual thing.
And see, that's what I was going to bring up too. I have two things. I got one more comment from the audience to post up. That's a good one. Shell Rayner again said, everyone has some level of trauma. Get some help and learn what it is to have and maintain healthy relationships.
That's true.
It's absolutely facts. And to piggyback off of what Trish Michelle was saying, one note I had on here is, do you know how to be a real friend? We talk about, you know what I'm saying, real friends, but do you know how to be a friend? Do you know your role, right? And do you know your friends' love languages, like Trish Michelle brought up? That's key, because we talk about love languages a lot, and a lot of it's tied to relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a bond between a man and a woman or whoever. But your friendship, the love language is important. The relationship between you and your children, love language is important. So finding out the love language, if they your real friends and y'all don't know each other love languages, have a party. Have a little party. Y'all have some drinks. Y'all sit around and y'all share. Y'all pull it up on y'all phones and take the love language test right there and talk about y'all results.
And
you know what I'm saying? While y'all amongst each other. Yeah.
What that looks like for y'all. So
yeah. Figure that out, because it's going to be important, and it's going to improve the quality of your relationship with each one of those people once you figure that out. because you have a lot of not tight friendships and for years, and you keep buying this person a birthday card, and they ain't doing up a chunk in that bad boy because that ain't their
That ain't the
thing.
thing. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They thing is okay. Well, physical touch. They like for you to come over there and give them a hug and being your physical presence there,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Don't send me no card. I want to see you. I
Take
want
Right.
you
care.
here. I want you to come by the house. I want you to watch TV with me. Don't
Pull up on me.
facts pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? So you have different people, you know what I'm saying, that receive love different ways, and we got to get out of that habit of loving people the way we
All
want to
the
love them and love them the way that they want to be loved, whether
I
that's in a
agree.
relationship, a friendship, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure that out. And if that person means enough to you, you should be willing to figure that out.
And
I
pay
agree.
attention though, because more than likely, the way that they're loving you is their love language.
Very true. Now, see me on the end of that as a friend. If I know that you're a giver, or you're that person who likes to dish out, like I make it a conscious effort not to abuse the fact that you
Absolutely.
are a giver.
Facts.
So I'm not going. Then the independent person me kicks in, and I'm not going to be hammering down your head to do this, to do that, to do that. I know you'll do it. And so that's my natural instinct. So, for example, my lady she's a giver, like just off the top. And one of her love languages is appreciation. So I'm like, all right. So when she asks me for certain things, well, how do you want this? She knows I'm big on presentation. Well, I don't hound her about presentation because I know you got that on lock. So what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Take care of it. I know you got it. I ain't finna hound you about putting this together. I know when you serve it to me, you're gonna hook it up. It's gonna be dope. So I ain't tripping off of that. So, and I'm not gonna apply this immense a type of pressure to you off of that when I know your language is appreciation. So let me fall back on being the a-hole, and boom, let me just be there. See that? See how that worked, Patricia?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have some more comments that rolled in. Mike Lampkin from YouTube said most good friends are in a small circle.
Absolutely.
That's true. That's true. Like I said, I mean, there are a lot of people who want to be your friends based on what they see, but again, when people get to know who you really are to your core, that could change. That could really change because everybody not made to interact with you, right? And I
I agree.
think social media has put on those rose-colored glasses for a lot of people, because
Yeah.
there are a lot of people who on social media, the stuff they post, the pictures they post, and you're like, man, this person seems like they're an amazing person.
And
And
then you meet
then
them.
and then you see them in the store, and they in the store, they got these nice pictures of them on social media with their kids, and their kids is nice and clean, and their kids is, what I'm saying, feeding the poor and doing all this amazing stuff.
Did you
And you're
say
like,
feed the poor?
yeah, he doing all this amazing stuff, right? And then you see him in the store. They look the person that on social media, they look raggedy in the store. They kids tearing up stuff, and it's just about presentation.
Right.
So when people understand that social media is exactly what it is, there are a few people who are who they are, right?
Right.
What you see, because I'm telling you, and I tell people this all the time, the righteous and ratchet approach that you see from Big Ken on social media, that's exactly who I am in real life,
Right.
right? I might
Yeah.
tell you some poignant words and tell you something great and give you some great encouragement, and then turn around and roast somebody over here. I do both. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. And I'm not going to change that, because that's who I'm comfortable being. And if you want to be around me, whether you're a real friend or just a friend by association through social media, work, or whatever, like, you have to know that that's who I am. And if you
Right.
want to be around me, I'm going to respect you.
That
You're
comes
going to
with it.
respect me. And that's what it is. But I'm
Right.
going to be my authentic self, period.
I mean, be yourself, Ken. We laugh at your jokes.
We like you just the way you are.
Yeah, we ain't trying to change you. So
Well, I mean, I'm saying
laugh.
I ain't gonna change. I'm too old to be changing now.
You like forget all of y'all.
It's gonna be some changes throughout life. The life is going, you know what I'm saying, change all of us. But for the most part, this a finished product right now, Jack. You know what I'm
Now,
saying? This is me at 43, baby.
now most people on social media have viewed social media from me and thought that I was the exact same way when they met me in person. And I'm like, yeah, I just use social media for jokes. You'll get a piece of me, but I ain't giving nothing, pretty much all of me, right? So, and then it made me in a totally different, but that can also happen. But for you to be on social media and have a personality, and then we meet you and you have no personality,
That happens a lot.
Because it's
throw
easier
the whole person away.
It's easier to be free behind, this phone or the computer. So that you're gonna run into that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say throw the whole person away like Ben just said. I just think a lot of people have
social anxieties too. In person,
right.
But I think people have this. It's a courage, like Trisha Michelle said. It's a courage that they can post and and post their ideas or post what's on their mind or post pictures and things like that, and they are okay with it, right? But in person, that person might have social anxiety. That person might have issues, being able to communicate any other way, right? Yeah. Because just because you can write something out doesn't mean you can communicate it verbally. Because I know some people who are excellent writers. They can write a whole book, amazing. But then you get out in public and they just in a shell. They don't talk, they don't interact. That's their way of communication. So just like we have a love language, people have a different way of communicating as well. Yeah. So that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where you have the person who refuses to tell you things. Mm-hmm. But if you pay attention to their habits, to things that are going on around them or through their body language, you can tell a lot about a person too, if you're around them, that something else is wrong as well.
Yep. Right.
So, those things.
If you're a hermit like me, most of the time, you just kind of want to be in your space and not be bothered because you got to deal with your own little swings.
So for me, it's when something is happening or whatever, like I do shut down because I'm focused.
Right.
Like, so I'm not telling everybody, hey, oh my God, my friends, you guys need to know. Like, no, I'm focused. Like it's all hands on deck real quick. When I pop back up, maybe I'm saying something, maybe I'm not, but
gotta get it done.
Well, at least when you go off social media, you're not coming back pregnant, because that's generally what happens.
Shout out to birth control.
Yeah, when you have when you have especially a lot of these ladies, they be like, I'm taking a Facebook break. I got a lot going on. And then they pop back up with some sonogram pictures. You like, oh, okay.
Leroy, I will leave that for alone, huh?
I will leave that to all the other uteruses out there.
Oh
man, you spot on with that one too. They be lying like a mug. They just gotta tell the 15 other people that they've been hollering at that I gotta leave y'all alone for a little bit, cause yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of them know that the inbox is gonna get dry once people start. Once some of them dudes start seeing that, they got a bun in the oven, and women are no different than men. Everybody out here,
bro. Some of these dudes.
Everybody out here likes attention, right? So it's a lot of dudes in these young ladies' inboxes. Yes. Trust me, because that's just the way it's set up now, right?
They don't do it they roster.
Because my thing is, there are women who be in dudes' inboxes, trust me, but there's not near as many as the dudes that be in these women inboxes, because that's just the way it's set up, right? So these ladies
I'm out of that life.
Have become used to the attention that they get, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing they do is what? Show it to their friends. Girl, look who inboxed me today. Girl, look who hit me up. You know what I'm saying? it's again, sometimes that's a commonality, right? Sometimes some of these people, they only have what they have on social media that binds them after a while, and they were friends in
Right.
real life. But now it
Right.
has shifted from their real life connection to a social media connection. And that's weird, isn't it? Right? You were like real friends before social media, and now your connection is only social media.
But were they really real friends then?
That's a good
See,
question.
That's where I start to like to analyze things, because if you can go and fall into these things, like real friend to me is the long haul. You everything, whether it's like
Right.
literally we talking on annoying in the most annoying way ever. I got a text messages, Snapchat, and Instagram, Facebook, all from the same person, all from while we on the phone, like literally. So like just dropping from anything and everything all the time, however often y'all communicate, because just because you're talking every day don't equate to a real friend either. But to drop down to some likes on Instagram and laughing at a meme that I post, I mean, that we probably really had nothing deeper than surface level in the first place.
I want to go back to something you just said though. That's a ooh. Just because you talk every day, that don't mean you real friends. Some people have that idea, especially the friends that we gather at work, right? Because we spend so much time with these people at work, right? We spend more time with these people at work most of the time than we do with our own families.
Absolutely.
So we build these connections and we have work friends, right? And a lot of times we get it confused. Sometimes they're amazing people and they actually are or become our real friends.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get it twisted because we let our guard down and we let these people become friends, but we forget that if they're your coworker, they're also competition.
Right.
Or they also gonna tell on you.
That is very true though.
That's what I'm saying. They competition. So when the rubber meets the road and it comes down to, okay, somebody applying for a position, they're gonna rain on your parade.
Right.
I mean, I don't think, competition doesn't bother me because I
it don't bother me either, because I'm gonna get that position if I want it.
Yeah, but if I wanted it, I'm gonna get it. Like,
I can't say you still gotta watch these friends that you think you're making from work that you add to your social media, and now you didn't call out today because you told them your daughter's sick or something, and you really at Disneyland, and this person started telling the office she was at Disneyland today, or like, hold on, now don't get slapped.
And that's what I mean by the competition, because see, if they got information like that about you, and when it comes down to it, if they feel like it's gonna get them a leg up in the competition, they might divulge the information that they know simply because it's gonna improve their quality of life. You're talking about a promotion at some of these jobs. You're talking about the difference between $10,000 to $15,000 a year, and I mean, you're talking about for a lot of people that's gonna change their quality of life and the quality of life of their children. So if they gotta dime you out, if they gotta put something on you to get something off of them, you doggone right they're gonna do it, and see, they ain't gonna think twice about it.
And see, that's where for me, where I just don't let a lot of people get to that place. Like, I can be so social, but I can be very antisocial.
I'm the same. So, that is so true.
Like, I love being social, but I can be very antisocial. So I'm only going to share with you so much. Like, if you're in that space with me, like, we cool. Like, me and Ken, we talk. Like we talk, right? But like, everybody don't get that space with me.
Right. But everybody shouldn't.
Yeah, everybody don't deserve that. And I think we'll deem that socially cautious. We'll say you're socially cautious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we all should be socially cautious, because you don't know who these people are to the core, right? And I had a question too that I wanted to ask earlier. And shout out to the people that answered my post on Facebook today, because that's where I pulled this question from. Can only best friends be real friends? Because I had a person say, well, they had 4 friends and those were their best friends. And I'm like, she said those are the people that she considers her real friends, just those 4 people.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, so are your best friends the only real friends you have? Or can there be best friends and real friends existing at the same time, but on different levels? Trisha Michelle, what you think about that?
Here's how I see it.
Ain't nobody taking Lanice's spot, huh?
Best friend, I don't use that word. Because to me, seasons and reasons, who you're the best right now. For now, until said time, which may be end of time. I don't know. But best for me, it fluctuates. It goes up, it goes down. They're going through something, I'm going through something. Whatever the case may be, to sit here, best is such a huge weight to even place on somebody else's shoulders too. We all got our own problems. So at the end of the day, to me, best friend is a word that just society made up. But real friend is really who that person is to them. They're real close friend / family. That's how they feel. So they made them their best friend. That's just society's word for what we're talking about right now. So basically, like Taisha, which is Lanice on social media, we go back and forth because she asked me if I believe in best friend. I'm like, I don't really use that word. Like, you basically my family to me. Right. Like, and so that's how I view it. I just don't use it.
Right. I think best friend can get people in trouble too. I think the word best friend is controversial to a group of friends because I'm telling you, I've seen guys do this too often, but the guys do it too. Friends get territorial, right? When they feel like somebody else is becoming more of a friend or more of a confidant or more of an ear for, to that person, like they get offended. Well, you told them so and so, girl, why you ain't tell me? Like it's friends become a competition when you interject that word best friend. Because
you told me I was the best. So why you over here telling her this, that, and that, and I'm the best? That's what happens. We're not doing ego stuff. We're not about to do extras. Like y'all my real friend.
I think that's the best way, right? Because of course when we coming up, we had friends that we said these are my best friends.
Absolutely. That's my partner, man. That's my nigga. That's what I try to leave it at that.
Well, I mean, growing up, we did have, things like for my mom, she was like, okay, that's your best friend. Y'all always together. He's always over here. Y'all always going out together. Like I had dudes that was my best friends, and shout out to them because I ain't gonna lie to you. The people who I said were my best friends are still my friends to this day.
Yeah, facts.
From childhood all the way through. So, shout out to them guys, man, because we just stuck it out through many different iterations of our lives and many different stages.
And I can't even remember if I've ever said best friend.
Well, see, I didn't really call it best friend. That was, a term that my mom started using. So, when I was little, so I just started using that word as well. Yeah, I started using that label as well. But at the end of the day, I had friends who, also who I figured out over time were just people who were there because of the things I had, right? You have people who are your friend because, oh man, he always had the cool shoes. He always have baseball cards. He always have video games, and they would come over to the house and be around me. But then, when we're at school, sometimes they'd be like, well, I'm hanging over here with these people because, I mean, quite honestly, when we were in school, I was just a regular person. Like I wasn't part of the cool crowd and all this stuff until I got in high school. Elementary, like I was just a random dude. I was, like my son said, in video game terms, I was a background character. I was just one of them dudes in the background. Yeah, I was a background character, right?
Aww.
Me and my little friends, we was background characters, you know what I'm saying? And that was cool, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have the pressure of having to live up to these standards, right? We were just who we were. But, shout out to them because, I mean, my friends, helped me get through, you know what I'm saying, those stages of my life. And, when we talk about it now, the things that we went through, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I can't believe that some of my friends, I ain't gonna lie to you, we lost touch for 10 years or something
Right.
like that. We didn't talk, and then all of a sudden, boom, run into them somewhere,
Super
or
cool.
yeah, could reconnect with them, and
That
we
happened.
pick,
That happened with us.
yeah,
So
we pick up right where we left off.
right.
Yeah. I
So
got
that
Cause
lets me know too that was a real friend.
yeah.
like what? Because when I left Texas, folks thought I died. They
Yeah,
didn't
we
know
didn't
where
know.
I was.
We didn't know what happened to Benji.
Like what? Like then I pop up on social media one day, and folks is like, "What? Like what? Where you been? Where you at?" Man, I left. I was gone.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. We thought Benji went to jail. We was like, man, we heard it was about 3 different stories floating around. It was like Benji went to juvie, man, and you know what I'm saying, boy locked up, serving that time, you know what I'm saying? We thought Benji was serving hard time, you know what I'm saying? But
Folks didn't know what was going on. See, that's what I mean by social, antisocial. Because I was social outside, but what we were dealing with, you couldn't tell everybody your business, man. Like you could, like,
That's
and your
true.
boy was blessed to just kind of get up out of there.
yeah.
And when I mean get up out of there, I had to get up out of there, boy. Like it was crazy back down. It was crazy back down south.
All right.
Mhm.
So with a lot of this stuff that we've been talking about so far with real friends, we've been talking about our stories and talking about our experiences, but you know, we always gonna give the people something that's gonna help them, right?
Yeah.
So I got a list of 15 signs of real friends. According to
Mm.
multiple online sources, this is the 15. You know, a lot of these will tie into each other, but hopefully these will kind of help you identify some of your friendships, because some of those friendships are, you know what I'm saying, just people that you know, and some of them are real friends, because
Mm-mm.
it's a difference. Because again, just because you know this person and you've known this person for an extended amount of time does not put them in a category as a friend all the time. Sometimes they just folks you know.
Uh-oh. We finna
That's
test
what
you
my
out
daddy.
first
That's what
every
my
day.
daddy said.
So before I jump into this list, let's hit the comments again. We got a comment from Tyrone Smith on Facebook. He said, watch the picture being painted of a person, every picture not made to be hung up in your house.
That's
Facts.
You right about that.
I like that.
Fact. Fact.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. It's very creative. I like that. Shout out to
Yeah.
Tyrone Smith. All right. We got Shell Raynor again. She hit me up today. She was very, very vocal in the comments today. So shout out to her for tuning in, because she is vocal again in these
Yes,
comments.
I love it. I love
All
it.
right. So she says she no longer used the little best friend either. You
Yeah,
either
that
my
title.
friend or you not. That's facts.
Yeah, that's what I'm in.
Yeah. So I think that's the best way. I mean, to each his own. People still gonna have the
Yeah,
moniker
do
best
you?
friend. Yeah,
Right.
they still gonna use that word best friend, but at the end of the day, you have a group of people. Most of us have, a group of people that we hold tight to, you know what I'm saying, that are people that we reach out to when we need to talk about something, or when we have something going on and things of that
Right.
nature, or we just check on. And there was a comment earlier that I think I may have missed, but it said that basically, if you're tight with people, Michael Lampkin from YouTube, how often a friend checks on you matters.
That
That's a
does.
big fact.
I
That's
mean,
volume.
depending on how solid y'all are, right?
But
That's what I'm
that's what
saying.
we're
But if
saying.
that's a real friend, like, they
That's
gonna
what we're
check
saying.
in every now and again. Y'all might not have no long conversation, but
Right.
a lot of times it's just, okay,
See
I'm
how
gonna
you
shoot
doing.
you. I'm gonna shoot you a text. Hey man, you good? Cause I got a partner. Shout out to my guy Aaron Smith, man. Sometimes we don't talk for a couple of months because we be busy. But sometimes he'll shoot me a text. I'll shoot him a text. Hey man, you good? Fam good? I bet.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like we might not link up or nothing like that for a while, but we gonna at least check in. You know what I'm saying, to make sure he good, I'm good. Because I mean, what kind of friend are you when something's going on in somebody's life and you got to learn about it through a third party? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that does kind of suck, though. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't deem yourself a real friend if you not checking on people, or you don't care about them, or they don't pop into your head and say, you know what? Let me check on them and see how they doing today.
But what about that private person?
You can still check in on them.
Yeah. They might
And you
not
know
they
what's
might
the
not
funny part? The person that, because I'm that private person, and I pay attention to who checks on me and who don't. I pay attention to who checks on me and who don't. The person that checks on me knows more than the people that don't.
I dig it.
There you go.
And that's how you usually can know.
And it's because I don't divulge. So you ask me a question. So in my eyes, you care. So it might be a little safe here. So this is what's been going on lately, or nothing. Like, everything's fine. How you doing? Like,
Yeah.
But you checking on me, so I see that.
Right. Checking on them Eagles to make sure they all right.
Are we good?
And sometimes checking on people is like if they have a wall up, sometimes that just might be a little chink in that wall. Every time you check in, it's breaking that wall down a little bit more, and eventually that person knows, okay, this person actually cares because they actually took the time out to actually check on me. So people, the things that you're hearing us talk about tonight, if you're not doing those and you have people that you deem your real friend, maybe you need to start doing these things. You have no excuse. You have a phone with reminders in it. Even if you got to put a reminder in there once a week, hit my boy up once a week, send that text once a week. Like, those things can change the trajectory of your life and their lives and your relationship and your friendship because of just a simple check-in.
Yeah, some folks just a little bit too selfish for me, and that kind of rubs me the wrong way. So
I want to say that we all have our own things going on, our own lives, kids, work, our own things going on, our own roof and family. We trying to help out and all. So sometimes it does kind of just fly by. But like Kid said, put a reminder. And that doesn't make you less of a friend. That's just sometimes we just got too much going on. And today I thought about you. I thought about you, but I didn't send a text.
I didn't send a text.
Like, because that happens to me a lot. I will literally think about people and I'll be like, oh shoot, like I didn't say anything, or I didn't respond, and it's been a minute, and I'm like, shoot, like, because I got a lot going on. And so I want to tell people in general, like, don't take that sometimes as a jab. Maybe ask them next, like, hey, is everything okay? Did you need, like, because maybe they might be having a lot going on right now and they might need to slow down. Tell them come have a drink or something. And then
we do be in our own world a lot. That's very true. And if you focus on handling your business, sometimes, being focused can kind of, put you in that tunnel vision space to where you're kind of locked in, and you do kind of, they come across your mind, but you can forget to do that little small gesture sometimes. I'm guilty.
We got to do better, because that's not an excuse though, because we do got to do better though too.
I agree.
On the opposite end, you do got to make time for these people if they mean that much to you.
I mean, right now it's my kids, putting them, back in that healthy space. So it's a lot of focus, and you do have to be careful, because when you're trying to recreate a healthy space, you do have to be careful with, you know what I'm saying, who you link up with and who you put in that space. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but if they're your real friends too, they know that's going on in your life,
right.
And they will grant you that grace and that space during that time, because they know that your focus is elsewhere, and they respect that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. But let's get to this list, man.
Yeah.
List. There's a lot of stuff that we've been talking about that's addressed on this list. So, all right.
That's 15, how we know this list is real.
Yeah, 15 signs of a real friend according to these online sources. Okay. Number one, they're not in order of importance. They just listed them, so don't take any of this order to heart. This is just a list. All right. Number one, they notice the little things, details. Details. You notice the little things, and that's why we were talking about earlier. If something's really wrong with somebody who you really care about, your friend, when you talk to them, when you see them, you should be able to tell. You should be able to tell in the way they talk, their conversation. If you see them in person, you should be able to look at their body language and tell, because that person means that much to you, and it means that much to you to pay attention to the little things. Right?
I agree.
Yeah,
that's the first one.
Like if you see me and my shoes ain't clean, you know something wrong.
That just means you a dirty nigga today.
But I ain't never dirty though. So if you don't notice that,
you a dirty nigga today.
Yeah.
You get it together tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna see.
see how this friendship work. I'm a dirty nigga one day.
And I'm gonna say, but look, I'm gonna be like, look, what's wrong with your little dirty ass? That's what I'm gonna say to you.
I would expect nothing less.
I'm
But
like,
you
why
know
are you
what?
so dirty?
That's the pure asshole in her.
But that lets you know that person
I
is a
paid
real
attention.
friend, right? Because if that person can be transparent enough with you and say those type of things and you not
Like,
get
why your
offended
shoes dirty?
and you know that, okay, you know what, you right, bro. Like, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, if I got a partner and we hanging out and he show up and his pants a little tight, they already know. They already know, bruh. What kind of pants you got on jeggings? You got on jeggings, bruh? Like,
hold
I'm
on,
gonna
bro.
say something.
But see,
What's up with
that's
you?
the thing. See, now we need to focus on this for a second, because some of these people that come out with these friend groups to these clubs that be wearing what they wearing, where I think they friends ain't telling them that they shouldn't have put this on tonight, but then the friend be looking okay. So y'all need to think about it, because why you didn't tell me that this leopard print shirt that said Cheetah Girl on it with these boots wasn't it tonight?
Facts. I don't
I mean, but
understand.
then now you've been the fashion police. And you know what I'm saying?
No, you need to tell me if I came out like grandma while you came out like Meg Thee Stallion.
Facts.
I mean, but listen, then we're getting into body specifics because
No, that has
Nope.
nothing to do because big girls and small girls, skinny girls, thick girls can put that shit on and look good still.
Yeah.
So tell me.
I agree.
Yeah. But I think we all got that one friend who can't dress though. We all got that
That's
one
what I'm
friend.
saying.
But
That's what I'm saying.
I
but
got
the
friends
And
that
they
can't lay
think it's
edges.
fly.
Look,
No.
I got friends that can't lay edges, can't do makeup, can't do a few things. Come on over here.
but
Let's
that's
get it
what I was
together,
just about to
and
say.
let's do it. Come
Yes,
early
help-
because we're gonna get it together.
Help them.
But
Help them out.
Ken is very right though. Some folks can't dress, y'all.
I was scared. I didn't know what he was gonna say.
Hey, because I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was scared.
I was like, whoa.
I was real scared. I was like, that pause was worrisome.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I got some dudes I know out there, man, that still wear pants, you know what I'm saying, that might be 3 or 4 sizes too big. And I'm just like, you look like struggle. You look like struggle, bro. Like, you look like pure struggle.
But if that's their thing, I'm not gonna bother you no more.
Nah, you know what?
But
I'm not gonna bother you. I'm not gonna bother you, but
I'm
just
not
know.
gonna calling you out no more. I ain't calling you out to the function no more. Because you're not finna embarrass me.
No, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you and invite you, but just know that I'm gonna roast you.
I'm gonna roast you.
Be willing to accept the fact that I'm gonna roast you, and then we good. Because listen, I'm not gonna try to change nobody. Now, if you want to change, I can help you. Let's go to this spot over here. I know with that, you know what I'm saying, we can get you the right pants, we can get you the right shirt, you know what I'm saying, that fit correctly or whatever. But if you just stuck in FUBU and you wanna wear you know what I'm saying, your Dickies outfit everywhere, that's up to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's also situations where I'm not gonna go, you know, to a spot with you because you know what I'm saying, because you know, if you want to do your thing, you just have to be understanding as a friend.
Don't buy me nothing that you wear for Christmas.
Hey, they gonna buy you a Dickie suit too, bro.
I mean, that joint.
They are. First, they for sure. They gonna get you the nice little the 9 month or 18 months.
Wow.
Outfit. Wow. And then
that's good. I was going there too because I was gonna give him 2T. I wasn't gonna give him 18 months. I was gonna give him 2T. I was gonna give him 2T.
We got jokes.
No, all the time.
I always got jokes.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live.
You know, let me live again.
All right. Number 2 on the list is they show up when it matters. And that's one of the biggest ones, because if I'm the type of person, kind of like Benji and Trisha Michelle said earlier, where I'm not going to just call you all the time and ask you for stuff or anything like that. But trust me, if I do call you or if I do ask you for something, it's really because I really need your help. Yeah. So if you're my real friend, then that's gonna, you know, now I'm not going to base everything off of that, because if it's something I'm asking you for that you can't provide for me, I get it, right? But if I'm asking you, hey man, can you come over here and help me, do so and so, move this couch or whatever. Not now because we're in our 40s. Maybe we was in our 20s because our backs is different right now.
No, but I got your son now.
See, but what I'm saying is your willingness to assist me shows me a lot, right? Even if the fact that you can't do it, but if you say, okay, I can't do it, but I'm gonna send my son to do it, or I'm gonna, so I know these guys that move stuff, I'm gonna hit them up for you. You know what I'm saying? That willingness to show up when it matters is big, right? So when you have an event, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I've had homeboys that meant a lot to me when my sons were playing high school football, and I would give them the schedule, and they would just pop up at random games. Like that meant, bruh, you don't understand how much that meant to me to be sitting in the stands and randomly see some of my partners just show up to a game and come chill with me and come watch my sons and support my sons. Because it's not like I called them that day and said, hey, come. Some of them I hadn't talked to, for a month, and it's almost the end of the season and they pop up at a game. Like that meant a lot to me, man, to see that. So, it's those type of moments that we need to focus on. And how can you be supportive? How can you show up if that child got an event and you can go to it? Do that. It means a lot to them. I guarantee you.
Yep, that's a fact.
I agree.
That's a big piggyback on not talking every day. So, show up.
Number 3 on the list, they follow up. Like we talked about, you know what I'm saying? Just sending that text. Hey man, I know your mom had been sick. How your mom doing?
Right.
If he told you his mom was sick 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks and flew by, because that can happen. You ain't heard from him, hit him up. How your mom doing, man? Because you never know these days, man. Stuff happens so fast. If you haven't heard from people, like you don't want to be the one that look on Facebook and find out somebody passed away on Facebook when it's supposed to be your good friend.
Right.
Very true. What I'm saying? So got to follow up. Number 4 on the list, they're dependable. That ties back into, to me, kind of showing up when it matters.
Yeah.
Like if it can I call on you when the rubber meets the road, when I really need something. You know what I'm saying? So, that goes with that. Number 5, they always support you. This big to me. Because
how you gonna be the homie and you don't never pull up to nothing? You don't even hit the share button.
That's what I was gonna say. It goes to the most simplest thing as hitting that stupid little arrow in the corner of the social media thing and sharing the post. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
It's
a couple
easy.
seconds.
That literally just goes boom, boom, boom. And you lost nothing but 2-3 seconds of your life.
Now why does a person even have to have these conversations amongst friends? I mean, some people don't know, but I just
take notes, y'all. Pay attention to what these friends ain't doing.
Yeah, because my thing
that's all I say.
If you got a brand and you got a shirt, your friend should have at least one shirt that they purchased for regular price. You know what I'm saying? They ain't asked for a discount. They just went ahead and say, girl, you know what? You selling this shirt? Man, hey, bro, you selling them shirts still? Let me get one of them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't asking no discount. Let me get, because I had some dudes when I was doing my UC shirts, like some of my partners hit me up and they bought like, how many colors you got, bro? You got 4 colors? Let me get all 4 colors. Right. So that meant a lot to me. It wasn't about the money. It was like, man, you willing to support me? You know what I'm saying? You willing to, do this for me? Man, that's dope.
The support of your friends and family, they are important people in your life. Like,
huge.
When it's so hard, like for you, it feels so good, but it feels shitty when it ain't. So
right.
So
that's a fact.
That's
a fact.
Like as none of your homies put up. None of your homies like it. Yeah, that's a weird feeling. I gotta admit that.
Yeah, that's a weird feeling. And the next one is huge too. Number 6 on the list is they applaud your success. There are certain friends who are very quiet when things are going well for you. And you got to watch those people.
They want what you got. They want.
You gotta watch
they
those
want to
people.
be in your space.
Yeah, you gotta watch those people when things are going amazing for you. If they're not applauding your success and they're not supporting you, and they're getting real quiet, they get, like they say, old folks say, they get low when when things is high up for you. So, you know, you got to watch that stuff.
Pay attention to people's reactions to your success or your announcement of success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
Facts.
really announce it most of the time. So
I mean, I didn't when I was doing something. Once I finished it, I told this close group of friends, and everybody else was like hype, and there was one person that just thumbs up.
like,
Yeah, that's wild. It's
she
the
thinks she
wildest.
all that.
and
She
then
thinks she
and
all that.
then was wondering why I was pissed off. Like, don't give me no half-ass nothing.
Yeah.
Right. We can catch these hands.
The next
No,
on the list.
that was not the answer.
Yeah, that's definitely not the answer. The next thing on the list is they're not threatened by your success. And that ties in with that. Like, because a lot of people, when you start, I think a lot of times people who are in that friendship space where they're threatened by your success because they feel like as you go up notches that you're going to leave them behind.
Leave them behind, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And in most cases, you do need to leave them behind.
Some cases you definitely do.
Yeah.
Everybody can't go to the top.
Negative energy scares the money away.
They do, yep.
Remember that.
Association, all of that. So
facts.
Some of them folks who you around have no idea how to handle customers. And if you let them deal with your customers, you won't have no customers no more. So be careful.
That's a fact. Number 8 on the list, they are self-sufficient. We talked about this a lot earlier, but this is a big one, right? I don't need any friends that's constantly calling me, asking me for stuff. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Right. I don't need that at all because I got friends. Don't get me wrong. I got friends that call me and ask for stuff, but don't be that friend that only calls me and asks for stuff.
Right.
Like,
you don't even call and check on me.
You don't
like
call
you won't
and
even
check.
say, hey, what's going on? How you doing?
You don't support nothing.
None of the above mentioned things, but nothing. You know how to call and ask for something.
I'll share this. I ain't gonna put the person's name out there, but I had somebody pop up like out of the blue recently, right? And they had heard, stuff about me or whatever from, folks, right? Called me, asked for some ends. Like, didn't even call and check on me, nothing. It was like, I'm skeptical, but I'm like, this folks, so loan them the little ends. But then I was like, all right, hey, sent them the link to the show, sent them the link to my wine store, sent all my little entrepreneurial stuff. I was like, all right, just check these out, share them for me, kinfolk, whatever. Negro didn't share not one thing. The show was back in the box.
He shared your money.
Hey, man, you got some money, man. Don't leave me out there like this, kinfolk. Don't do me. Don't. And I was like, man, you still owe me from the last time. And I just did that just to see if you would at all, like, mention it. And it ain't even about you giving me the money back. You ain't even offer a nickel, a dime, a quarter, nothing. Like, you didn't even offer $1 back. Like, and then on top of that, you didn't share nothing. And so I was like, all right, I understand what I'm dealing with. And them calls kept coming, like, often, so much so that I just had to just ignore it. And I was like, all right, I get it.
You knew what that person was there for.
Yeah, exactly.
It was for gains off you, but that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, sadly, that's the case with some friends and a lot of family members. They're there for, I'm saying, the good times and when everything's going well for you. But if you actually happen to need them for something, they got about 50 million excuses to why they can't do it, to why they don't have time. But the same person that doesn't have time to assist you over here, if you call them and say, hey, man, I got tickets, backstage passes to go over here, all of a sudden now they're going to clear their whole schedule to join you in that. Yeah, they're going to join you. They're going to join you on that venture. But something else, they're like, nah, I got something else to do today.
Right.
I'm like, I've actually had that situation borderline happen where, one of my homies found out that I was going. Shout out to my cousin Position. He's the official DJ at Bone Thugs and Harmony, and he hooks me up with some dope backstage passes when they're in town. And I had one of my partners. He saw me on Lazy Bones live. He followed him on social media and he hit me up immediately. Big Ken, I just saw you on Lazy Bone Live, man. You with Bone Thugs? I'm like, yeah. Next time they come through, man, holla at your boy. I'm like, bro, I ain't heard from you. ain't heard from you in like 4 years. Like literally, like I haven't heard from him, talked to him, social media wise, stuff like that. But I haven't talked to him in 4 or 5 years. And you call me and ask me about
pull up on Bone Thug.
Yeah. I'm like, the audacity of people, bro. That's the weirdest thing to me. It's like, don't be weird, bro. Like
Right.
make it, because if it was me and I need for you to assist me and do something, I know it's a thing of let me reestablish what we had first. You know what I'm saying? Before I start asking for stuff, because I want you to understand that this is not simply because you can do something for me. We are friends. Maybe we just lost touch over time because, of our lives taking us in different directions, but you still my guy. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reach out to you, but man, they don't even use no buffer or nothing. They just go right in, right? And start asking for stuff. So it's like, man,
gotta be careful, man.
Yeah,
you do. My son used to do that. My son used to do that to my mama. I was like, you ain't even gonna ask her how she doing because I heard about you asking for money. Like you don't ask how they doing, you don't talk to them throughout the week. You don't do nothing. You just ask for money. I was like, you better actually have an established relationship with your grandparents' boy.
Right.
Hey, for real.
All right. So let me run through a couple more of these. They got number 9. They make time for you. That's huge.
Remember I said it.
That's my thing.
Number 10, they keep their promises. That's another huge one.
Yeah.
Number 11. They keep their secrets. They keep the secrets, and that's something Trisha Michelle mentioned earlier.
A lot of people have dumped their secrets on me. I got a lot of them.
Yeah. So this one is big. They understand you on a deeper level. So that is also,
I think that's the ultimate.
Yeah. Like their understanding of who you are as an individual.
Because that helps you really be their real true friend.
Yeah.
Like if you don't understand them on a deeper level, y'all not really friends.
Yeah, some
you don't
people
really know me. You don't really know what I need.
Deeper level.
This guy. All right.
Probably where all your friends went.
Yeah.
No.
No, he talking about something. He's talking about something else. All right.
Your higher self.
Yeah.
Number 13 on the list. You don't feel self-conscious around them. And that's a big one too, because you can be who you really are. Right.
Comfortably be yourself.
I'm gonna be me, period. I'm gonna be me, period. So
but I'm pretty sure there's people that you're around that you're gonna be more you than you've ever been around those
not
people.
everybody gets
everybody get the full, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't get that.
I need to fill you out anyway.
Yeah. So
I mean, I can understand, but I mean, once you're done filling out, you'll be cool. You'll be
there's a journey.
You're gonna want to hang around.
There's a journey until you get 100% me.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying is, there's not too many people that have hung out with me that didn't want to hang out with me and didn't want to hang out with me again. So
that's. I mean, I can't speak to that for you.
Everybody loves leprechauns, man.
Yeah.
Yes, I bring the gold.
That's why your fam was asking for your friend.
He got the gold.
And that's why he got cut.
He was looking for the pot of gold.
we do. The NFL has roster cuts, right?
No, he went from leprechaun to leprechaun in the hood. All right, number 14 on the list is they tell the truth even when it's hard. That was also something we discussed earlier. I think that's one of the roughest ones, man, to have somebody be critical about you or about something that you're dealing with, and you being able to accept that what they're saying is a fact.
Yeah.
And everybody can't do it, and it doesn't come across from everybody well, but if they're your real friend, you should be able to accept that, and you should be able to have a dialogue about it and help you get through that situation or whatever that's going on,
right?
Because they were able to tell you that, right? Because
Right.
sometimes we need people to humble us. We need people to say, you're not as good as you thought you're not as good as you think you are, or you thought you were.
I agree.
So, we just
Yeah.
have to have that. It's necessary. As they say, it's a necessary evil. You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying?
I've
So,
had that moment.
There's no growth without it.
facts. That's it.
I agree. I
That's
agree.
exactly it. And the last one on the
I
list, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, the last one on the list is being around them makes you feel happy, not drained. That's huge. Because if you're around somebody and they constantly pull you down, they constantly drain you, being in their presence makes you sad. Like, you got to get rid of this person. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Because
I'm
what?
sorry. I'm
No.
sorry
Right.
because because that becomes infectious, right? Like if somebody now now I'm gonna be let me be even kill here. They might be going through something in their life during that season that puts them in that space, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you have to be care, and that's you have to be careful, and that's where that paying attention from earlier comes
Mhm.
into play, is you knowing their situation.
Yeah.
But you
Now
have
that,
some
yeah.
people that are, as they say, a Debbie Downer, and that's just who they are.
Right. All the time.
I don't
Some
know what
people
kind
have
of
that
friend.
negative Eeyore way of thinking all the
Yup.
time, and that's just not you. And and energy is infectious in a real way. So if you're
And if
constantly
you and
around,
if you're ugly, yeah, that's a double
if
whammy.
you're constantly around talking about how today is just so horrible, oh my God, I hate today, the things just kept happening to me today, and I'm just so tired, and you're just constantly like, boom, like, yeah, it's valid to feel that way, but Jesus, like, let's be thankful we're breathing or something. Like,
I love you,
let's
but get some help.
yeah, like
Yeah, no.
so it will
I
take
know
you.
who to see. I know who to send you to go get some help. And like sometimes you
Yeah.
got to
Hey.
push
But and
the
that's another
envelope.
thing as a friend, like sometimes maybe you can't help them, but you need to feel comfortable to say, hey, you know what I think? I think you need a therapist.
Yeah, I know this
Well,
lady named.
I think you should mind your business.
And
Nah.
that's fine.
That's
And
how
I
some people
will,
are,
and I'm
though.
gonna continue to after that.
Yeah, facts.
Right?
Like,
But
cause
Like
you're not
I'm gonna give you what you asked for now.
but if that person is really your friend,
they're not gonna respond like
they're
that.
not gonna respond like that, right?
Right.
They're gonna know that you're telling them something for their better
For a
good,
reason.
right? So hey, hit them up, tell them, hey, I know this lady named Dr. O that we that we're good friends with, and she
Right.
can help you out, right?
Yeah.
Just a conversation. And to be honest with you, we talk about mental health a lot on this show. There are many avenues for you to get help mental health wise, and I think that's one of the
Yeah.
biggest pieces of improving people's friendships is to improve to fix the trauma that you've experienced in your personal life and fix the trauma that you've experienced as friends,
Yeah.
because sometimes friendships can be traumatic because of the things that we do to one another and we don't realize it.
That's
Right.
true.
And until
That's
we
true.
have a third party involved and they're talking us through it, some of the things come to light and you realize it. So there are many tools to improve your quality of life, improve the quality of friendships, and just to improve the quality of things across the board. But you have to be willing to be transparent with people
Yeah.
and get the help, ask for the help, and what I'm saying, just develop those relationships to the fullest with people,
Right.
man. Cause life seems long, but then it ain't.
That
We
is
sleep.
true.
We sleep half of the time, man. You know that?
Yeah, it's
You
flying
realize
by.
that?
It's fleeting.
We don't.
Yeah.
We
So
you 40, but you ain't lived 40. You slept half of that.
yeah, that's why people. So that's why women be like they still in their 20s, and even though they
Is that the
40,
reason that they said?
they just
I
cut it
don't
in
know. I
half.
think they're delusional, but that's another story.
All right. So I think we've given the people a lot of information on this episode about, figuring out who's your real friend and who's the fakest and who's the shakers, right? Because there
Oh,
are things that we can look at that are, indicators whether that's your real friend or not. And
Yeah.
hopefully we were able to give you some information where you can kind of reevaluate some of the connections that you've made with people, because some of those connections need to be cut
Yeah.
because they're keeping you from going to a higher level. Because guess what? Those persons are bricks around your feet, helping you sink to the bottom of the ocean. You need to cut
yeah.
ties. so you can rise. You know what I'm
Negative
saying?
energy scares the
Y'all didn't hold on,
runaway.
but y'all didn't hear those bars because Benji interrupted me. You know what I'm saying? Benji
Right.
Hold
interrupted me.
on.
I'm
He
spitting
was spitting right
bars.
now.
You
He
was
was
spitting?
spitting.
Benji
Yeah.
interrupted me. Benji interrupted me, man.
Man, I
I got
almost fell asleep on them bars.
hey man, way better than your bars. That's for
Man,
sure. That's for sure.
that's
Man, you don't want to
crazy.
have a bar off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Benji,
I got lyrics, bro. I
They kind
got
of call
fire.
it going like bar for bar. They don't really call it a bar off, you know.
Bar for bar.
that right there tells me he has no bars. That's a
Man,
bar off.
they don't
Okay.
know they don't know I used to rap in my backsliding days.
Okay.
You slide on your back.
Yeah. No, Benji was one of the first members of Grape Tree Records. Look it up. Look up Grape Tree Records. Look up Grape Tree Records. You'll figure it out. All right.
They don't know my pedigree. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the ghostwriting skills. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. I'm sorry. Y'all don't know
Yeah.
that. Y'all haven't experienced that yet. I'm just saying.
Benji the 5'2". You know what I'm saying? Instead of
Benji,
Royce the 5'9", Benji the
Royce the
5'2".
5'9". I
Benji
knew
the 5'2".
Rush the
Man, listen.
5'9". I'm done.
All right, y'all. We're going to get ready to get up out of here. Trisha Michelle, talk to the people. Let them know something before we get up out of here. Let them know where they can find you on social media.
Let's see. You know what? Don't ever feel like time equates to a real friend. Just because they've been around for 20, 30 years or your whole life, you grew up and y'all was in the same crib drinking the same bottom, that's your real friend. Time sometimes, more than likely, most of the time, does not even equate to that person being a real friend. So pay attention to actual things. The list that Big King gave will really help you out. And sometimes you got to look back and reevaluate some situations that you don't have with these people, and cuts are okay. Cuts, and you don't have to have explanations in a sit down. Cuts are okay. But if these people are considered your real friend, though, you can have that conversation to see if maybe they didn't know they make you feel this way. So start there before you cut. And then if these people respond in a different way, then I mean, you know, it's okay. It's okay to cut and grow.
Right.
But yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Trisha Michelle _YT. Of course, Fiyah Session everywhere and anywhere. And then, of course, every Tuesday here at 6:30 my time. And then TikTok. I'm on TikTok. Trisha Michelle is where you can really find me everywhere. You don't need to find me on Facebook. There's no point. So just don't look for me. Because, yeah. But yeah, everywhere else. Mm-hmm. Then I'm about to get a concert.
Which concert?
You said what?
Beyonce on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I forgot.
I just hope you don't fall asleep, because I saw some footage of some ladies that had fallen asleep at Beyonce's concert this past week, and I'm like, Michael Jackson fans would never.
Falling asleep.
I mean, yeah, that's all that money you spent. You better not fall asleep.
Well, I don't know how expensive those seats are they were sitting in, but
Right.
it was pretty far up there. But maybe that's why they fell asleep, because they couldn't see anything.
They probably forgot they was at the concert. That might be it.
Hey, man, or either they had too much to sip on, and
that
liquor will do that to you.
Put you
and
to
if you
sleep.
can't control it and you got lit,
yeah,
and then
I think that may have been the issue. Yeah,
that is something else to speak to.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to those pictures and from that content that I know you're gonna post a little something.
You know, the weed is going in tomorrow.
The weed is going in tomorrow? You ain't putting it in Friday?
No, it's going in tomorrow. I got too much stuff to do. I gotta do other people's hair for it. It's going in tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Listen, the Beyonce concert is an event, sir. It's preparation involved for
it takes days.
Boy.
Nails is this day, lashes is this day. This is it, like, you know, and then I gotta get other people ready, and
yeah, I ain't mad at you. Go on with your bad self.
I'm a busy gal. I didn't get back here. I took a 30-minute nap right before this because I was gone all day.
Oh man, well, we appreciate you as always.
Yeah, I'm always, you know, this is right, my favorite place to be.
I mean,
thanks. We appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
Benji Banks.
What's up with it?
Benji the 5'2". Talk to the people, man.
Man, listen, for the record, I'm 5'9" and 3/4. All right. But
what's that website where you can put your own information in? That's
have no idea. I have no knowledge of saying.
It don't be accurate when you go Google somebody.
Hey.
Hey man, updating his own Wikipedia.
Right, there we go. Wikipedia. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. No. I'm going there.
Okay.
That man been at the driver's license place lying on himself all these years.
Carry on,
Listen.
little man.
Listen, I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that now because I haven't had to renew my license in forever. That you had to that people can just put their height on the driver's license.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I did not know that. Right? I thought I thought they had to actually like measure you and so I put my real height on there, but people be lying because I be like I seen some people drivers like I'm like man.
Did you used to get did they used to measure? Because my whole ever existence I've ever just put I just know what my height really is.
Yeah, I think in some places in Texas they do. Yeah.
I'm very comfortable. My doctor, when I go to, and get myself checked out.
We want your doctor to take a picture next time.
Send verification.
I'll be there Friday because I'm going to go to, make some fresh sushi. I'm going to sushi dining. So I get to make my own sushi at this dope spot this weekend. So I'm going to go check that out. So, I'm gonna make sure I'm good before I, go.
Y'all, we waiting on Benji to post this picture of his official height. So
I'm so lost as to how the sushi endeavor had to do with your height.
I said I'm going Friday to go take care of some, get checked by the doctor because I'm going out of town. You got to make sure.
Oh, you went on a tangent. So you went from the doctor.
Seafood,
because I'm going out of town. So you gotta make sure the COVID numbers is going up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you're good.
Shrimp. I got it. Shrimp.
Yeah.
Got it.
You can fry shrimp.
I mean, whatever scampi you
want
to be.
Shrimp.
This guy.
Scampi.
We're gonna call you little shrimp scampi.
You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable at 5'9" and 3/4. I am very comfortable.
Did you get 3/4 in there?
Yes, 5'9" and 3/4.
Go to bed.
I am in a minute for sure.
That man added 3/4. That
5'9" and 3/4.
That's grabbing at straws right there. That man said and 3/4.
I'm telling you, just put your shoes on.
Go ahead and say
5'10".
Just go ahead and say 5'10". Just say 5'10".
That would be lying because when I get
you lying to us now about the 3/4. So
why would I need the extra 3/4?
Why say it?
Because it's what the doctor told me.
But we don't know that.
Yeah, we're gonna need that picture. We're gonna need that picture.
You will know soon. You will.
I need to see it. I need to see it.
I need to see it. Look at it.
Tell the folks.
You were clapping for me. I know it. I need to see it.
Tell the folks where to find you at, bro. Tell them something good before we have to
they need to make sure they see the height verification too. Let them know.
Man, all y'all gonna do when I post it is y'all gonna be like, I ain't see it. Listen, you can find me at Benji Banks on Facebook. We're there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the viral videos that been kind of popular. Appreciate that. At BRB4701 on Instagram. I've been doing threads, kinda. Yeah, forget it. Just stick with the record.
Threads they can click the link in your Instagram and go to your threads though.
Yeah. Threads is a bootleg Twitter. It just I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Threads gonna take a few years before
it's boring.
Something.
It's boring. It's basically it's boring. Like I can't lie. But you can follow me at BRB4701. Go in there and check out. But if you really want to know, all you gotta do is pull up to one of these events. So shout out, stay tuned for more events popping up, Super Bowl stuff. We're gonna already plan for that.
Yeah.
So all kinds of stuff going on. So new book will be dropping, but it's gonna take a little bit. Just a bunch of stuff going on. So y'all stay tuned.
Give him a little mystery.
Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of stuff happening. We're making a lot of stuff happen. So stay tuned. And as always, Fiyah Session page. You got listen. Y'all go on the Fiyah Session. What you call it? And actually go on there and subscribe.
YouTube.
Check it out.
Instagram.
YouTube. Yeah.
Not what's it called?
I missed what's it called.
What's it called? The Fiyah Session page. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
man.
Thanks for Patricia. She's a friend. She's got my back. She knows to say subscribe. So have your friends back when they have senior moments. Okay?
Or I just like accuracy.
Facts.
It's okay. I like accuracy too. That's why I don't mind being corrected.
That's what friends are for.
And that's why
in
we
the
want to
words
know your accurate height. We'll be
of
waiting.
Dion Ward.
And I will make sure I get that, especially to you two heathens.
Hey, I don't care how tall you are, so it doesn't matter to me. I still
I don't
lean
care
on your
either.
top of your head.
I just
So
want to put you through it.
It's okay. I know this for sure about
I
you.
think my daughter's your height, though, actually.
It's okay. I hope she grows up to be an exceptionally tall, splendid person, like the tall swag girl. I hope she grows up to be.
Well, I can tell you this.
Still won't change that I'm the most confident person in me at 5'9" and 3/4.
As you should be.
Ever.
I can tell you this though, my daughter's definitely taller than Benji.
Yes, I've already we've already been through this phase.
Yeah. She's officially past 5'10" mark. So yes. And she just turned 12. So
we've already discussed this.
Shout out to my baby girl.
Shout out to baby girl being tall. I hope she grow up, you know what I'm saying, smacking anybody that disrespect her.
Hey, hopefully we won't have to even address that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People just out here being respectful and showing love. That's what we, putting in the atmosphere. So, you know what I'm saying, for all our kids.
That's what we hope.
Yeah,
but
for all our kids.
I hope your palm never has to experience that, but just in case it does.
At least he'll be able to reach.
Yeah, I mean, whether I'm reaching up or I'm reaching down, you can still catch this palm.
What you reaching down at?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I've had to beat up my kids a little bit too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Let's go ahead and get away from the
Speaking of palms, before we get up out of here, Benji, you know what I'm saying? As a clip out there, Benji was amazing last week and the last episode, and he had a blurb out there about his palm and the non-use of lotion. So y'all go check that out. It's very entertaining. It's very entertaining.
Yes,
but
it's very rough.
It's
literally, literally. But y'all, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all input. Y'all already know we call y'all our 5 friends because we definitely are connected with y'all, and we appreciate y'all support. Y'all show us a lot of love, and y'all show us more love than some of the people we know in our real lives. So we appreciate that.
Y'all showing up, and sharing, supporting. Look at y'all.
Facts. All the above.
Like the thing. Comment on the thing.
We appreciate all that. And, you can catch me at Big Ken's Comedy on IG, Big Ken's Comedy on Twitter, Big Ken's Comedy on Facebook. Y'all can catch the Fiyah Session on all social media platforms. Just type in FIYAH session. We'll pop right up. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe. Hit that little bell while you're there. So every time we go live, you can jump in the comments. Every time we post a short or any content, you get a notification. So you won't miss anything, because we want you all involved in these conversations, because the conversations will continue to improve. The content will continue to improve with your support and your love. We appreciate y'all. Y'all already know how we do it. It's the Fiyah Session.
Holla.
Peace. Thank you for joining us today. Please follow us on all social media platforms. Just search Fiyah Session.